Beats Planet.
YouTube alone. Yo, all right, here we go. This the right one. What's happening, y'all? Vosh Lombardi kind of doing this in the middle of the day. I had a little bit of off time or whatnot, so we gonna run it for the cardio. We got this little fancy football situation going on, brother. I wasn't doing nothing else. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing nothing else. And I was just checking up on a couple of the other fancy football leagues that I was in, launch draft, and these hoes gonna take me to a whole nother window. That's so trash. Can y'all see it on the OBS? Well, can y'all? Okay, cool. I guess y'all can see it then. Cool. So I was just looking over some fancy football stuff. You know, getting my mocks ready and getting ready because like I don't do fantasy football casually. Like I'm an animal. This is there's some monetary value involved with these fantasy football leagues, so I take them very seriously. And I was like, man, I might as well, get one in for y'all, man. I might as well let y'all see what's going on here. Now, this won't directly reflect what my fantasy football strategy is because I know it's a lot of people that I play with that watch my channel, so y'all, it's not going to be my direct strategy or whatever, but it will, closely reflect what I would do. I don't think there's no scenario that could take somebody, or that somebody can do that could take me out of my move. So let's see. JD said, I need a favor. Can you kill all this stop the pass first philosophy crap? I don't know what you're talking about, JD, but I'm about to stay consistent. And let's see. Zach Donovan, you were first. What's cracking? Tristan, Blake Ryans, you were not first. My bad, dog. Yes, once. Anthony, Law Nation. Joe, Kevo, Justin, Keyshawn, Buddy, Miss Tasha, silly looking JD up in here. And Adapa Jananu Leonard. What's up, bro? He says, I wish I could have joined your league. Well, it's 22,000 people. Yeah, it's 22,000 people. It is what it is, man. Maybe next year. But so we have. Let me straighten this up for y'all. There go my tabs. Y'all see my bookmark tabs. Let me bring this up and expand it a little bit. Can we do that? Bring it up some more and expand it a little bit more. Can we do that again? And we pick it up and expand it a little bit. Let's keep our eyes on the clock though. All right. So I'm picking at the number 7 spot. And I'm purposely putting myself in tough positions to see how I could, come out from it. Because I think the first 4 spots are very important. I mean, and Antonio Brown's there, cool. But I think it's, what the hell is this? What the hell? I do think Le'Veon, Ty, David, and Zeke are going to be the first ones that we should look at. So I put myself at number 7 to kind of put myself in a difficult position so I can see, so I can see how to manage it in case I'm put in a bad situation. Kevo asked did I win fantasy last year. Out of the 5 leagues I was in, I won 3 of them. And I was in second place in the 4th one. My homie said he fresh got me in that game. And then another game I was dead last because that was my first time playing in a league like that. They were doing like 2 quarterbacks, 1 point PPR. Like it was a whole bunch of different stuff that I hadn't anticipated and I didn't get a full grasp on the rules. So now I understand how 2 quarterback leagues work. I'm going to come through and bust their ass this year. But I think I got a quasi pseudo qualified opinion. You know, it ain't the best opinion in the world, but I do think it's a solid one. So Le'Veon, Ty Gurley, and Zeke went off the ball. I mean, went off the board first, so y'all can see who went off. So, all right, so cool. This straight then. This straight. So, like I say, I'm at number 7. I'm just kind of seeing what's going on here. Saquon at number 4 before David Johnson is wild to me. I'm gonna leave him alone though. I'm gonna leave him alone. Yes, we do get football tomorrow. We get the Hall of Fame. I need to turn this music off. It's annoying. So look, man, it's PPR. Alvin Kamara is sitting at the top of the list. If it was not PPR, I wouldn't be going with Alvin Kamara. A lot of people may overthink the Alvin Kamara situation with the whole, well, how is he going to do without Mark Ingram? Well, that's only going to be 4 games, or 3 games, however long. Then Mark will be back, and you'll get the same old Kamara you got last year. So we're gonna go ahead and get Alvin Kamara. You know, we're gonna go ahead and get him and see what happens here. Let's see. Hit that punk ass volume button. Hit that punk ass volume button because I ain't trying to hear all this noise. But as far as the whole Kamara thing, I'm always apprehensive about about players when I see them do it one time. I'm normally I need to see it twice guy. That's just who I am. That's just the type of drafter that I am. I need to see it twice. Example, like Dalvin Cook. I like Dalvin Cook. But I wouldn't. I don't want him to be my RB1 or 2 because I got to see him do it. You know, like I've seen him be great, but then I've seen him get hurt. So this year I'm gonna look at Dalvin Cook and see if he get hurt. I know Fournette's a monster. Gordon's a monster. I'm gonna go Gordon over Fournette because I think Gordon will have more opportunities. Plus, damn, Leo like to lay down and say ouch, man. So, like I said, man, this ain't directly reflective of what I would do because hey, in another situation, I might take Fournette over Melvin Gordon. But I do think the Chargers are building that offensive line to be ridiculous and solid. They got some pieces coming back. Forrest Lamp finally get to play football, and I think Melvin Gordon is going to be solid. He's going to get a lot of carries, a lot of opportunities. So. It is what it is. It is what it is. So I'm starting off with Alvin Kamara and Melvin Gordon at running back. That's pretty damn solid, man. That's pretty damn solid. So moving on, just how I kind of want to attack the rest of the draft situation. Like it's going to be a long time before it gets back to me, but I know I got 2 solid running backs. It's PPR, so I got faith that I can get like a gang of receivers later on in the draft. You know what I mean? I'm sure I can find receivers. So what I'm tasked to figure out when I get back to this third pick is, should I go for my flex guy now or should I go for my tight end now? Oh, and Gronkowski's off the board, so I probably won't take Gronkowski no time soon. And look, if it ain't Gronk, I'm not taking tight end early. I'll say that right now. I'll just go ahead and put that little strategy out right now. If it ain't Gronk, I'm not taking the tight end till like the 8th round, maybe 9th, and that's only for like Greg Olsen or something, Like I say, we'll see. We'll see. We'll take a look. But I'm about to be back on the clock, so LaShawn McCoy is on the board, huh? That's strange. I know a lot of people worried about LaShawn McCoy being 30 or things like that, but if LaShawn McCoy could be my flex back, that's a ridiculous top 3, brother. That's just my opinion. I like Fitzgerald though. I like Larry Fitzgerald. I like Thielen. I like Diggs, Demarius, Allen Robinson right here. But damn, huh? Is LaShawn McCoy even gonna play this year? Is he even gonna play this year? Ain't no something else like kind of worrying me about LaShawn McCoy. Like, not only is he 30, but I think his team gonna be trash as a whole. You know what I mean? Like, I think the Buffalo Bills gonna be the worst team in the league. I'm gonna take Jordan Howard though. I feel like the Bears offense is gonna be a little better. I think Jordan Howard is gonna get more carries, more opportunities. I think the Bears offensive line is better than the Bills offensive line. Um, and damn, dog, like I just got Jordan Howard as my flex guy. You know what I mean? So I got Kamara, Jordan Howard, and who the hell else I got? I got Kamara, Melvin Gordon, and Jordan Howard. And I got him early. So now I got my, I'm solid with running back. Now it's time to get some receivers. And there's plenty of them. There's plenty of them. If Fitzgerald get to me, I'm gonna get him. If not, damn, y'all hoes just took Larry Fitzgerald. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of Doug Baldwin in that way. Stephon Diggs, Demaryius Thomas gets a lot of catches though, and for it to be PPR, y'all hoes should be ashamed of yourself and have him, drop this low. I know Demaryius Thomas is stupid productive, but I got 15 seconds. I'm deciding out of Stephon Diggs or Demaryius Thomas. Kirk Cousins had like 4,900 passing yards last year with the Redskins, so I know he should be a solid passing threat moving forward. That being Kirk Cousins, I don't expect Kirk Cousins to fall off or anything. Kirk ain't an amazing football quarterback, but he's a pretty solid fantasy quarterback, and as long as there's opportunity there, I feel good about the Vikings receivers. Both of them. I feel good about Diggs and Thielen both getting opportunities, especially if they're going to throw the hell out the ball with Kirk Cousins. So, I mean, if Kirk Cousins throw the ball, 40 times? I mean, how many of those will Diggs get? At least 9, 10, 11, 12, Thielen probably get a similar number. Kyle Rudolph will get 6 maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Dalvin Cook will get a couple. So I'm going to get so I rolled with Stephon Diggs in that way. People telling me to set the phones up. Sure, I'll set the phones up. Allow me to make this pick, then I'll set the phones up. I see Jerry McKinnon there. PPR, that's, that's interesting. Whatever. Jerry just went off the board. I'm tripping. Okay, got me reading the comments and shit. Okay, let me focus on the board. So I want to get into filling up my second, my second wide receiver spot, and I still got some time. So I'll look at tight end later. So I'm gonna look at receiver and I'm gonna look at depth. I really want Marvin Jones. Like, Marvin Jones is nasty, bro. Like, Marvin Jones isn't a big name, no, but Marvin Jones gets his opportunities and he gets his catches. He's a very consistent baseline type of guy. I think if you look at his numbers last year, I don't think Marvin Jones fell. God damn it! I don't think Marvin Jones had less than 8 catches per game last year in a PPR format. That's ridiculous. So we missed out on Marvin Jones, y'all. But we got Juju Smith down there, so I'm fine with Juju Smith. I'm fine with Robert Woods. Right, Robert Woods underrated too. He's another small name guy that that's very productive. But he took Michael Crabtree. I'll take that. Juju Smith-Schuster. I feel good about Juju Smith. I like him over Josh Gordon. I like Juju Smith over Alshon Jeffrey. Man, we got some guys left too. I may be looking at Mark Ingram too. If Mark Ingram, I just saw Did somebody just take Mark Ingram as I? Damn, somebody took Mark Ingram as I talked about it. I'm back on the clock. Okay, cool. When this happened? So let's see. I got 3 running backs. The flex got 2 receivers. I'm jumping right back into my depth. I don't want to go quarterback yet. I don't want to go tight end yet. It's plenty of those guys. So I'm looking at running back depth. I'm looking at receiver depth. Sony Michel has a pretty good upside, so I don't mind taking Sony Michel, putting him on the bench. And assuming New England figures out their running back fantasy football problem, if they decide to trust Sony Michel, then sure, we can, we'll just have Sony Michel on our bench just, waiting on us. You know what I mean? Let me set my phones up real fast since y'all want the phones. Since y'all want the phones for the show. Plug that up. Marshawn just went off the board. I'm fine with Marshawn and Alex Collins and Ronald Jones going off the board. And Royce Freeman. Like, if y'all gonna take Royce Freeman and guys like Rashawn Penny, like, if y'all take them, man, cool. Take them. Because I wasn't gonna pick them no way. You know what I mean? Anytime somebody takes a player that I wasn't necessarily gonna get anyway, it's cool, man. I mean, I got I'm fine. I'm good to go. Something else about Sony Michel too. PPR, man. So assuming he gets a lot of balls in the air to him, I can also prove as valuable to me. So boom, audio, Damn it, cut it back on. I'm going to mute everybody. So, Pete, if y'all want to call into the show, it's in the description. It's not on the screen because I ain't really set it up in that way. But 515-739-1285. Access code 309-104 if you want to call in. That's 515-739-1284. Access code 309-104. It's in the description if y'all need to call in. Damn, boy, I got Alvin Kamara, Melvin Gordon, Stephon Diggs, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Jordan Howard. Boy. So if y'all want to call in, y'all can feel free. The phone lines are open. And we got somebody on the call. Let me see what we got going on. Let me fix my levels and let me give you some volume. Hold on, let me make my pick because my pick is very important. And then I'll get back to you. Hold on. And try not to unmute yourself. That ain't how this works here. I'll unmute you. So I just picked who I got on my bench? I just picked Sony Michel on my bench. So I'm looking for a depth still. So I don't mind Pierre Garçon just to kind of take a chance on him. I just saw Sammy Watkins. I feel like, okay, Sammy Watkins just came off the board. So, Devontae Parker. I feel like Will Fuller had more damn, he had more damn touchdowns than he had catches. But I tell you what, though. They're suggesting I draft Deshaun Watson at quarterback. No. I think Greg Olsen is one of the tight ends that's worth being taken early. It's very early right now. It's the 7th round. I normally wait till like 8, 9, 10. But I think if you got guys like Gronk or if you got guys like maybe even Zach Ertz now, you got guys like Greg Olsen. And I think as long as my running back and receiver situation is kind of looking solid, then I think you can afford to take those guys. Edelman gonna be sitting down. I think he'll be there if I wait it out. Let's see. I like Kerryon Johnson. It's PPR, so I feel solid about either of these receivers. And man, when in doubt, go with the dude that Aaron Rodgers is gonna be throwing the football to. You know what I mean? So, hey, we'll just pick Randall Cobb for, shits and giggles. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let me unmute this call and jump into it. 971, who this?
Hey, this is a Cardinal fan coming from a different number.
Okay, you can't be calling in with different with different affiliate. I don't know who you are when you call in like this, Cardinal fan.
Oh yeah, my bad. It's just my phone was dead. Hey,
What's up, bro?
Woski. Hope you're having a great day, Vach.
Absolutely, it's my last off day before my vacation is over with. So I got a day job coming up. So I'm trying to soak up all this freedom while I can.
Awesome. Hey, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
In your opinion, which is the most valuable Rams receiver? I got a coworker I'm trying to turn on to you, start listening to you, and big Rams fan, so he's paying attention right now.
Okay. Well, I believe in rapport. A piece of me feels like you should follow the money. A piece of me feel like you should follow the opportunities. I think Goff got a huge rapport with Jared Goff. I think Robert Woods got a lot of the opportunity, but damn, Brandon Cooks just got paid. You know what I mean? So I don't look at Brandon Cooks. I don't think he's gonna come in day one and be as reliable as the other three. He'll probably get a big play here and there, but his reliability, that's still to be figured out. Robert Woods was amazing though. I liked him in the red zone. I like the volume of catches that he got. I like how baseline solid he was. Like I don't think he ever gave us any like zero catch games. You know, small number games. I like Cooper Kupp though. I think he's gonna play a lot of slot this year. And Jared Goff likes to go to the slot. So it'll be Kupp or Robert Woods, but if I had to pick, I would go Woods over Kupp. And Woods is probably the more underrated, name out of the three, but I think he'll probably be the best out of them.
So you're saying you can get more value as it relates to where you have to get those two guys in the draft as opposed to Cook.
100%, man. You can let Woods fall a little bit because people may not jump on because of namesake, and let Woods fall a little bit and pick him up and just let him be great on you. Just be like a 7th round pick or so.
That's Rams fan in 12 land, by the way.
Cool, man.
What up, Ram fan in 12 land? Did I make sense? Since you're a Rams fan, you watch the team a little bit closely. Did I, was I making sense to you?
I like it, man. I like Couple up, but I think people are going to try and snag him. I think people are going to look at him as a sleeper this year with all the weapons they got. So I like that. I like that take. Salute. And we hate the Seahawks up here.
Salute. Just letting y'all know, I'm in this kerfuffle with the Green Bay running back situation, but I'm taking Ty Montgomery being nasty and dangerous because at the end of the day, he could always go back to receiver. Plus, I think he's the most reliable out of the other three. So that's just where I'm at in the draft in case y'all ain't know. But go ahead, say what you're going to say.
Nothing, just, 30 more days till Cowboy kickoff.
You're not funny, sir. I didn't laugh not one time. I'm not giggling or nothing. I'm not gonna eat the cheese. What's up?
Real quick, Botch. I just wanted to say to everybody listening, hey, take a couple minutes really quick. There's a button down there called Donate Now or Patreon.
Wow. If
you go ahead, everyone that's listening, drop a couple bucks. Let's support Vach. He has a talent in what he does, and it's his passion. He's good at what he does. You won't miss it, guys. A couple of dollars here and there on the Patreon can really impact someone's life.
Wow.
We appreciate what you do, Vach. I do. Game recognized game. Keep doing your thing, man. Hope you have a great day.
Yes, sir. Doski Woski. Salute. So I just picked up Marquise Goodwin. Garoppolo needs somebody to throw to. It's gonna be him and it's gonna be Dante Pettis. So I'm solid with that. I'm cool with the idea of Marquise Goodwin being on my bench. It's PPR, so I got faith in a lot of receivers now that I probably wouldn't at first. So I'm solid with Marquise Goodwin. So it's the 11th round now. So let me hit the position button to see where I'm at quarterback wise. I'm solid at tight end. I don't need a backup tight end. Look at this. We still got Kirk Cousins, Matt Stafford. I got faith in Pat Mahomes. I think he'll be solid. Phillip Rivers, Garoppolo, Matt Ryan. Depends how you feel about Alex Smith. You know, we good. We need to get a quarterback right now. Let's go back to the big board. That's why I like to wait for, quarterbacks, right? I could easily go for quarterback early, but, some people like to go for quarterback in the top, 5 or 6 rounds, whatever. But I think you're missing out on valuable depth when you do that. Because in the first couple rounds, I got Kamara Gordon, Diggs, Juju Smith, and Jordan Howard. Either one of those guys could not be on my team, but I could have a quarterback. If you draft Matt Ryan and somebody else drops a big pick on like Aaron Rodgers or something, Matt Ryan's probably not going to be that far behind Aaron Rodgers. I mean, Aaron will probably be better, but Matt not going to fall that far behind Rodgers. So let's keep drafting, see what we can find. Let's see what we can find. Michael Gallup's there. Yeah, we'll see. I got 2 receivers on the bench and 2 running backs on the bench. Let's keep filling that depth out. Let's keep doing it. Boom, 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 boom. Sean Matthews, Allen Hurns. Where's Michael Gallup? Let's draft Michael Gallup. He's having a solid camp right now. That could be like one of my first, biased Cowboys picks. That's fine. Taking Michael Gallup in the 12th, knowing he's gonna be a big part of that offense, it's cool. It's solid. You're not really risking much, but if he ends up being the number 1 receiver on that team, you just got a number 1 receiver in the 12th round. But that ain't just Michael Gallup. That goes for DJ Chark, DJ Moore. That goes for Dante Pettis. Either of these guys, get somebody late. Get one of these receivers late, put them on the bench, and if they end up being the first guy, they the first guy. I'm not going to eat the cheese right there. I'm not going to eat your cheese right there, bud. I need to make a pick, though. Let's do Anthony Miller, too. Let's just go all possible rookie, whatever. Like I said, if this was a real draft, I would have my whole board done. I would, I would be paying a lot more attention. I probably wouldn't be talking to y'all. I know I just took 2 rookie receivers back to back, but who cares, man? Who cares at this point? I'm pretty much making upside picks now because I got my starters. I got my big dogs done already. So, like I said, everything else is just, like I said, man, it's upside. For example, Doug Baldwin sitting there. He's gonna be with Oakland. He was a running back one in Tampa Bay. Sure, Doug Baldwin. You don't just fall asleep and lose talent. You know what I mean? Like, John Gruden may be able to pull something special out of Doug Baldwin. Would I draft him early? Probably not. But it's the 13th round, and I ain't losing nothing by putting Doug Martin on my bench. What if Doug Martin turned into the beast he was in 2015? What if he turns into beastly 2015 Doug Martin? This is the point in the draft where you want to do things like that. Now, I'm not about to draft Doug Martin. I'm not about to do it. However, this would be the point in the draft where you would do it. So, if Kirk Cousins is on the board still, well, never mind. If Matt Stafford is still on the board when I get there, I'm gonna pick Matt Stafford. I think it's time to go ahead and get a quarterback and quit playing. I think I got enough depth on my team to where I can go ahead and get me a little quarterback and stop all this fooling around I'm doing, all this last minute quarterbacking that I'm doing. But I do think it's a very effective strategy to take quarterbacks late. I am on the clock, and Matthew Stafford is there. Who just got picked up? I've been on the clock this whole time. Oh shit! I ain't know. My bad. I didn't know I was on the clock. This disable auto pick. All right, cool. I didn't know I was on the clock this whole time. Yeah, okay, cool. So I just got Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford is going to be the quarterback for my team, y'all. He's going to be the guy. He's gonna put the nipple on the titty this year. Let me go position and running back. This is gonna be the last like bench spot. So let's see who's out here running back wise. Na, 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 na. I think Deontay Foreman is interesting. Last year when what's his face? Houston Texans running back used to play for the Dolphins. Forgot his name. Whatever. But when the Texans started, running back went down last year, and Deontay Foreman stepped in. Deontay Foreman looks solid. Is it Miller? What's it? Lamar Miller, thank you. Lamar Miller, when he went down, Deontay Foreman looks solid. You know what I mean? So if I'm in the 14th round and Deontay Foreman's on the board, sure, I'll just get him and stash him. You know, if something happens to Lamar Miller, then I got this gangster on the bench just waiting to go. So I got solid upside right there. Now I want to get a kicker. I always want to pick kickers before I kick defenses because I'm going to change the damn defenses out every year. Greg Zuerlein was nasty last year, boy. Let me get Greg Zuerlein. Greg Zuerlein was averaging like 15 points a game last year because the Rams didn't really get in the end zone all that much. So let's see. So we picking the defenses last. This really don't matter. People ask me sometimes, what defense do they, recommend I pick? And I tell them the defense that's playing the Jets this week, or the defense that's playing the Bills this week, the defense that's playing whatever backup quarterback this week. You know what I mean? I'll just take the Saints defense. I don't have a problem with the Saints defense. I don't have a problem with them. So we'll get the Saints defense, and we'll call it a draft. Let's see. We'll let them finish doing that, but let's see. Where my team at? Can I make a bigger? Okay, cool. Here's my team. Cool. I'll share this on Twitter. That's dope. So this is the order in which they were picked, which is trash. I want them to line it up how the starter's gonna look. So I got. Where my quarterback at? Okay, cool. So I got Matt Stafford at quarterback, Alvin Kamara and Melvin Gordon at running back, Jordan Howard at flex, Stephen Diggs and Jiu-Jitsu Smith at wide receiver, Greg Olsen at tight end. My kicker is Greg Zuerlein, who averaged like 15 points a game last year, and the Saints defense. And my bench, the running backs on my bench are Sony Michel, Ty Montgomery. Both will be top tier PPR running back options, but Sony Michel, Ty Montgomery, Deontay Foreman. My bench receiver options: Anthony Miller, Michael Gallup, Marquise Goodwin, and Randall Cobb. All right, I think I got a solid little squad, man. I think I got a cool little situation right here. That's pretty dope. So I'm gonna go to share on Twitter because I want the Twitter to see this. I just drafted my ESPN. Nah, fam, we not gonna put all of y'all's all y'all plugs in there. I'm not just about to plug ESPN Fantasy for free like that. No, sir. Who you think this is? I'm gonna go with just did a mock draft live on Vach Lombardi. Live on Vach. Take it easy, Blake. Lombardi's YouTube. Yeah. So, chat box. Tell me what y'all think of my draft, man. How did I do? How did I do here? All done? Cool. Let me pull the chat box. Well, let me close this out first. Boom. I wonder, will they let me look at everybody else's roster? Hell yeah. Let's see. See, watch this. He got Carson Wentz, Le'Veon Bell, Kenyon Drake, AJ Green, Devontae Adams, Jack Doyle, Demaryius Thomas. I smoke him. Yeah. I'll smoke him. What about team 2? Phillip Rivers, Todd Gurley, Christian McCaffrey, Mike Evans, Doug Baldwin. Yeah, that's a tough little team. But I'll smoke him, though. What about you? Cam Newton, Zeke, Joe Mixon, T.Y. Hilton, Michael Thomas, David Njoku. I smoke you. I smoke you. Russell Wilson, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry, Tyreek Hill, Brandon Cooks, Gronk, Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, I smoke you. I'll smoke you. Let's see. Breeze, Devontae Freeman, Jerick McKinnon, Antonio Brown, Marvin Jones, Travis Kelce. That's a solid little team. Solid, nothing too crazy. We'll probably go to the playoffs and meet up or something. Andrew Luck, David Johnson, Leonard Fournette, Amari Cooper, Michael Crabtree, Zach Ertz, Ronald Jones. Yeah, I smoke you. My team's solid. Let's see. Deshaun Watson, Dalvin Cook, LaShawn McCoy, Odell, Fitzgerald. It's a solid little team. It's a cool little. Evan Ingram, Josh Gordon. Yeah, you gotta. I'll probably meet you in the playoffs. Yeah, probably sort of. Yeah. Now watch this, y'all. Take note, young MCs. We got Aaron Rodgers at quarterback, Rashawn Penny and Melvin Gordon as the starting running backs. Nuke Hopkins and Keenan Allen at receiver pretty solid, but Jimmy Graham, Allen, I smoke you. I smoke you. Tom Brady, Kareem Hunt, Darius Geis, I smoke. Julio Jones, Adam Thielen, Delaney Walker, I smoke you too. All right, cool. So it's a cool little go at it. Solid little squad. How the hell did you get Kamara and Gordon? Because I'm top tier, fam. Hit your rewind button. It's a 12-man league. This is 12 teams. This is 12 teams. It's stacked because I'm not doing dumb shit at the quarterback, kicker, and punter spots. Some people come out here and be like, I'm going to draft the Vikings defense in the 4th round. Chill out. BJ Slugs Beats says Saquon or Zeke. I think Ezekiel Elliott by a mile, and I'm not hating. Saquon is very talented. Saquon's going to do just fine in the National Football League, but the situation ain't close. The situation ain't close in Zeke's effectiveness. So yeah, man, I got a pretty solid team, man. So look, if y'all want to hit the button, rewind, and play it again, you could do so. Leave a like on this. Subscribe if you haven't. You probably have though. If you're new to the channel, hey man, I got a lot of stuff, man. I mostly do film breakdowns. I've been breaking down Cowboys camp. Geis or Kerryon Johnson. I got Kerryon over Geis. What was I saying? Yeah, follow me on Twitter, VOCHLONBARDI. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Go to the video tab and find something you like. Hey, man, that's about it. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peaski Weeski, all right? Until next time, salute.